guys, welcome back to episode 60 of PG Minington's Let's Play. And when we left off, I was actually beginning on making these energy collectors, and as you can see, we did actually get one more. Now, this one more that we did get is not actually going to be an energy collector. Now, what? Why wouldn't you make it an energy collector? Well, I would like to actually show you something else that is not a energy collector. And sorry, I actually have to start the stopwatch. Alright, so there we go. But now I'm going to show you something that is pretty cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and, you know what, let's not do that one. Let's go ahead and say antimatter, and it's not going to pop up like that. Let's go ahead and just type in Mark II. And as you can see, there is a relay Mark II, but there is also a Mark I relay. It only gives you one extra EMC per tick, I think, and that's not really what we want. Let me go ahead and show you the antimatter relay. This is it. And it's basically the exact same thing as the energy collector. Let's go ahead and show you that recipe. See, it's basically the same thing. The only difference is there isn't a furnace here, and I think that's about the only thing other than the obsidian instead of the, whatever else it was, the glowstone. So I think that's the only difference. So I'm thinking that we definitely do have enough EMC for the other one, because as you can see, this is actually more expensive than the Mark II. Now, the Mark II will actually give you 3 EMC extra, and the Mark III will actually give you 10 EMC extra. So, and that is actually per side. So if I have 3 collectors, that means we're going to be getting a ton more EMC than we actually would before. So that is really cool. So let's go ahead and make one of these guys. So all we really need is, let's see, we're going to have to grab a diamond block. And I think that's all that we're really going to need. So let's go ahead and click on this. And yeah, so the diamond block and also the, you know what, we aren't going to need the diamond block if we do it like this. So let's see, we might actually know how to make a relay. I'm not exactly sure if I've ever taught it how. But here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and throw this guy in here. And let's see, let's go ahead and grab... Let's grab about 9 diamonds, I think. And let's see, 9, and there we go. So let's go ahead and make our diamond block, and we should have enough obsidian. That should be no problem. Otherwise, it is only 64 EMC per piece of obsidian, so that should be no big deal either way. But we're just going to go ahead and check and see if we have... What the heck? We have another sorter in there. Oh, we can actually use that. We can put that thing to use later, I'm hoping. So let's go ahead and continue to check for our obsidian, which I'm certain that we do have some. I just do not know exactly where we have it. So I'm going to have to find that. But I'm thinking all we're going to do is take a stack of cobble and chunk it into our... Oh, never mind. We already have some. Alright, never mind. I was joking. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of these seeds. And we now should be able to make the first relay. Now, we don't need 9 pieces of obsidian. I believe we only need 7. Let's see. How many is this? This is 3 plus 4. That's actually 3 plus 4 is 7. So yes, that is 7. So that is great. And now all we have to do is place a piece of glass on top, and we have our first antimatter relay. Now, we did waste a ton of EMC over here, not doing anything with it. So let's go ahead and grab our piece of dark matter. And as you can see, we have about 27,000 EMC left. Now, the reason for that is we're not completely done yet. Let's go ahead. I think we actually needed that glass. No, we didn't. All right, so we have... I think we need some more. We need actually, let's see, how many do we have? We need 5 more pieces of obsidian, which is no big deal because obsidian, when you actually use turtles, is no big deal to get because, well, I guess it's kind of OP unless you actually write your own program, which I've actually learned a lot of Lua, so I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I'll be able to show off some of that later, maybe in the next Let's Play series that I do, because it's just going to be awesome, and I still want to practice. Yeah, so also I've been programming or coding on the FTB series, or not series, but I've been practicing in the FTB beta, and it's only 1.4.2, so we don't have everything yet, but yeah, we don't have Red Power, we don't have Thaumcraft, we don't have a few other things, but if you guys would like to join the server and join me, go ahead and let me know in the comments, and you can go ahead and join. Just go ahead and let me know what your name is so that I know that you are joining, and that is fine. I don't really care, but... also, for the uptimes of the server, please do go ahead and follow me on Twitter because I don't really have any other way to get out when the server will be up. And, yeah, that's probably about the only way I would actually be able to do it. It's PG Minington, just as it is on here. Go ahead and check that out. Yeah, so, as you can see, we did actually get our Relay Mark II. Now, why do you want a relay? Well, the relay is actually pretty cool. Let's go ahead and grab this glowstone, and holy crap, that actually destroys pretty fast. As you can see, we do have two Mark IIs here, and that actually looks like pyrite dust. It was a little bit darker than it normally is. Alright, so let's go ahead and destroy this, and you're going, oh no, what's going on? Well, no big deal. So all you have to do is destroy both of these, and let's see, how can we place this to get the most area? So basically the idea is you want to surround this by your energy collectors. So let's go ahead and place one on there. And right now we are actually getting 3 more EMC per tick than we normally would. So now let's go ahead and plop this guy down, and we're actually getting 6 more than we normally would. Now the other thing cool is you can actually put your crap in here and it will convert it over into EMC. So you really don't need this. If you didn't want to, you could actually charge your Klein Star with this. But that is not what we're doing. As you can see, there is a spot for Klein Star. You just plop it in here, and it will convert this over into here. So that is pretty cool, actually. And if you guys want to do this, you can actually throw your Klein Star in there, and it will empty your Klein Star into the internal buffer, and it will send it straight over into your energy collector or whatever you are using. But I'm using an energy collector here, as you guys can see, so that is awesome. Now, the next thing I'd like to do is actually go grab our energy collector that we have back home. Now, I know I have 2 energy collectors back here, a Mark I as well as a Mark II. Now, basically what I would like to do is grab the Mark II, which I believe is this guy right here. So let's go ahead and run downstairs and grab him up real quick, and there we go. So now we have another Mark II energy collector. So I'm thinking what we can do is actually grab this glowstone, and we should have no issues now. As you can see, we're still gaining glowstone, but it's kind of slow, so I'm thinking we might actually want to grab this one because it's kind of just a waste. Let's go ahead and grab the EMC out of here. Alright, so let's see. How could we do this? I believe, you know, let's grab it anyway. We're just going to grab them all. And I think we actually have enough glowstone. Let's see. Yeah, I think we have enough glowstone to do what we want. So now nothing is actually being generated in terms of equivalent exchange over there. It's basically just using the pneumatic tubes to feed the, or actually it is sort of equivalent exchange still, but it is being fed by our pneumatic tubes and the, let's see, what is it? The energy collector, or not energy collector, but energy condenser is actually converting energy over into glowstone still. So that is awesome. As you can see, we are actually generating a ton of EMC, and that is sweet. So as you can see, this is just going to be an awesome setup for now, and as soon as we begin to rack up the UU, that is just going to be awesome. So as I did leave off last episode, I was making those, definitely, but also what we were doing is the, let's see, what were we doing? Oh, the mass fabricators. So we were going to make 2 more mass fabricators, but the only problem that we had, I believe, was that we didn't have enough stuff to make the, let's see, what was it? The advanced machine block or the advanced circuit. So as you can see, we have 4 advanced circuits, but we are missing something for the advanced machine block, and I can probably go ahead and guess what it is. You know what? Why are we missing advanced machine blocks? Oh, carbon plates and alloy. That is definitely our problem. So we need advanced alloy as well as our carbon plates, and I'm assuming that we actually sorted out all of our carbon dust, or coal dust, whatever you'd like to call it. Let's go ahead and place all of this over here so it will sort. We don't actually need a buffer. We could actually place a chest right there in case you guys were wondering, and that would actually be pretty cool. But we could actually pull out stacks. I don't exactly know how that works, but I can't wait till we get the new red power in 1.4.5 when we upgrade. Yes, we are actually going to be doing a new series no time soon. I've really wanted to do it, but I just have so much stuff that I want to do, including the challenge with Frodo and all of that awesome stuff. So as you can see, we aren't actually generating as much glowstone as we were before, but that is no big deal. I'm thinking, I don't exactly know what I want to do with this stuff. We might actually just feed it into like a void chest or something like that. I don't know. Let's go ahead and sort this, and we're going to need some more carbon. So let's see, or carbon plates that is. I think they're over here because we did actually grind them up in here maybe. I have no idea where they are. So let's go ahead and try to find those. Let's see, macerator, and I am not seeing it. So I was pretty sure that I actually did something with them, but assuming, oh, you know what? I might have, but I think it went into the induction furnaces. Yeah, that's what it was. You can't actually cook coal dust, derp. Alright, so that makes perfect sense. I believe the other, oh no, actually that's all we cooked, so that's fine. Now all we have to do is convert this over into the, plates. So let's go ahead and do this, and then let's split those up, and now we have the raw carbon mesh. So now we just have to grab this, and we can just go ahead and toss that coal dust on the ground. We don't need it right now. So all we have to do is go into our handy-dandy compressor contraption that we have, and boom. I really like this thing. It's sweet. If you guys haven't seen how this works, I'm sure I've explained this like 50 times, but this is a singularity compressor, and this is a Mark 1 chassis pipe with a Mark 2 extractor module pulling out of the side. So this is actually a basic logistics pipe with a default route, which means it actually pulls out as soon as something gets finished, which is actually pretty cool if you think about it, because you can make everything, and if they don't stack, it will go ahead and pull it out anyways, and you don't have to worry about that item not stacking, because it pretty much ignores the fact that it doesn't stack, and it pulls it out anyway, which is pretty cool. So now, as I said, we do need some more of these advanced alloys, so let's go ahead and grab our remote ordering tool, which is actually what it's called. I always call it something else, something retarded. So let's go ahead and see what else we can actually get that we need to make our advanced alloys. So we do need these mixed metal ingots. Let's go ahead and request about 10. And it's really no big deal because it's just, I think it's refined iron, and you know what, let's go ahead and see what it is. I think it's refined iron and bronze with some tin. But we are actually using the cheaper bronze, I think. Maybe, I don't exactly know what we're using, but I'm hoping we are because it is actually cheaper to do it like that. So we have 2, and I think we only need 3 more, so that's great. All we have to do is throw this in our compressor, and our handy-dandy setup, as you can see, extracts it straight into there, which is awesome, and that's actually pretty fast. Alright, so the last few should be done by now. We actually have 8 now, and I really need to get something set up where it will actually request that, and it'll send it straight into an extractor. And the setup like this will actually send it back into the system, and it will finish the project. So that would be awesome. But that will be a little bit later in the series once we actually get this EU challenge down with Frodo, because he's going to get his butt kicked. So that's all I got to say. And I'm going to try my hardest to make the best solar panel making machine ever. We're going to be making high voltage solar panels, and it's just going to be sick. So now all we need to do is not throw our remote order. I was about to have to like magnetic mode that thing back because I thought I lost it there for a second. Alright, so now all we have to do is request those 4 advanced machine blocks, which is no big deal because it's actually going to, what the heck, we're missing 1 carbon plate. Did I not give it carbon plates? Alright, so we have raw carbon mesh, and it seems we're actually going to need that coal dust that we threw down here. Of course, we would need it, and I am wrong as always. So actually, is it 2 or is it 4? Yeah, it's 4. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab some more coal, which I believe is in this jet, not that one, this one. And there we go, that's no big deal. And our macerators up here are constantly on, I believe. Yep, they are. So let's go ahead and throw this in there, and we should be able to split it up for speed. And now we actually have enough, I think. Yeah, that should be fine there. Let's go ahead and grab 14, and now we should be able to produce what we are looking for. So I don't know why I actually use this crafting table, but it's alright. Let's go ahead and do that, and we only needed 1 more, so that is great. How do we get 2 out of that? What the crap? I have no idea. That was a little bit strange. Alright, so boom, and there we go. So now we can pull that out, and as you can see, it is too fast for me. So let's go ahead and place these guys over into here. Let's see, where was I placing that crap? I think I was putting it into here. I don't exactly know where I put it. And we got to see what else we were missing, because it did say we were missing something else, and before it didn't. So I don't exactly know why it's doing that, but that's no big deal. So we're missing 1 advanced alloy as well as 22 refined iron. And I thought we had enough advanced alloys, but we apparently do not. So let's go ahead and go to craft, and let's grab 5 more of these guys. And all we have to do now is make some refined iron, which is no big deal. Why is refined iron being used? I have no idea. Oh, it's actually getting sucked into the thing to make our advanced alloy, or not advanced alloy, but the let's see, what is it? Let's go ahead and throw these guys in there and split that up like that, and we should be able to do the same here. So this is basically just for speed, in case you guys didn't know what I was doing that for. It does have 2 slots in the induction furnace, and the macerator actually has 2 slots, but for some reason my version of BuildCraft, or actually those are Industrial Craft, it doesn't actually enjoy working with, or the way it's supposed to, so it's kind of stupid. But now we have 33 refined iron, and I think we're going to get some more here shortly, so there we go. And yeah, this is just super awesome. I'm really proud of myself for sticking to the series for so long and getting all this cool stuff done. I really want to continue doing some YouTube stuff, and a lot more YouTube stuff than I'm actually doing now, which means more videos daily and more stuff done than we are currently getting done, because I'm not uploading videos nearly as much as I should be. I'm beginning to lose some viewers, and it's kind of not smart on my part. I really need to start uploading some more videos, but it's alright. Let's go ahead and grab our advanced alloy, and boom. So let's go ahead and throw this in there, and now we should be able to grab our 4 machine blocks. And I believe we have 8 glowstone dust, so we should have no issue. Let's see, glowstone dust, glowstone dust. Oh, I believe glowstone dust actually went into here, which does make sense. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we definitely have enough glowstone dust. So now all we have to do is wait for these machine blocks. There's 1, and as soon as we can get 2, we can go ahead and make our first one. But let's go ahead and wait for the 4th one. Should be coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And no, it's not. Alright, so that means there is nothing wrong with the system because I'm a genius. And that was just a joke. No, just kidding. Alright, so all we have to do now is place a Lapotron crystal in the middle, and this goes like that. And then all we have to do is grab our advanced circuits, which are not in my inventory for some reason. Are they? Yeah, they probably are. I just don't see them. We can leave that piece of glowstone there for now, but our advanced circuits are somewhere in our inventory. Let's go ahead and search. Oh, actually, let's just go ahead and do that and advance the machine block, but no advanced circuits. Where the heck are my circuits? Let's see. Let's go boom, and I do not see my circuits anywhere. Why did I put them in there? I have no idea why I put them in there because we don't actually have that recipe in the thing. But what we're going to do is go boom, boom, and we're just going to split these two, and then our glowstone dust actually goes in the corner. So you do need 4 glowstone dust per actual mass fab, which is really no big deal. As you can see, we now have a mass fabricator, and it's kind of sad that I know this recipe because it is kind of complicated, but it is a great recipe to know by heart because it's going to be saving you guys a lot of time in creating diamonds and stuff like that just by using scrap. And I know Equivalent Exchange has changed a lot, but I'm hoping that you can actually still do what I just did, and it's still going to be helpful. And let's see, are those still on? I think they're actually on. I'm hoping they're not. Let's see, progress. Yeah, that progress isn't going up at all. So I'm assuming that it is off. Let's see if these guys are still on. Yep, these are on, and this is on. I was actually trying to get all these on the exact same page, but it was actually kind of hard. So as you can see, we have a supplier pipe right there. So I do actually want to borrow that supplier pipe because we weren't actually using it because no longer are we using such a low energy source such as, what was that, peat bog, I think? Yeah, that's what it was. So let's go ahead and grab 1 supplier logistics pipe, and that should be a very quick recipe to get. So there we go, and that's all we need because we only have 2 of our mass fabs. So now we should have 5 mass fabs. As you can see, let's go ahead and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do have 5 mass fabs. Now that is really going to speed up our process because we've almost doubled the amount of mass fabs we have. So as you can see, we actually have some more recyclers. I've had those for a long time. I've just been too lazy to put them in, which we eventually need to get those guys put in. But let's go ahead and check on our energy because I'd kind of like to check on that, because I'm pretty sure it's draining a lot now that we actually placed these mass fabs in there, and they don't actually have anything to help them run. So let's go ahead and go boom and boom. And what we're going to have to do is fly out of here with a ring and grab some scrap. As you can see, actually in a sec, oh crap, we are not producing all that much scrap. Why is that? We're going to have to go check why we are actually running low on scrap because that is a little bit strange. I don't know why. We're going to have to ramp up either our production or something. I don't exactly know. Let's go ahead and say partial requests, and let's go boom and boom. So yes. Alright, so we're going to have to go ahead and go upstairs and see why we are not getting scrap, because before we were like overflowing with scrap, and all of a sudden we begin to run low on scrap, which really makes no sense to me unless something has changed. So we're going to have to go ahead and go upstairs and sort that out as soon as I can figure out how to get out of this hole. And there we go. So now let's see what the problem is. Let's see. If I still can't get out of here, can I? Let's see. Let's just destroy this block, and we should be able to hop out real quick. And crap, we still can't. Let's destroy this one. And there we go. So now we are out of that hole, and we should have no issues getting out now, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we are doing scrap in this one, and all of these are working, and scrap is being pulled out. That's working. All of these seem to be working, but I don't think dirt is getting to them. Why is that? So no dirt is actually in this one, and oh, because those have the overclocker upgrades. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pull out the overclocker upgrades out of these, and why are we not getting... For some reason, it's not supplying fast enough. We're just going to have to wait a little bit and see how that's going to even out, because that doesn't seem right, because I don't know. It's not feeding them fast enough for some reason. We're just going to have to figure that out. Maybe these are actually pulling out of the top. Let's go ahead and check that real quick. Let's see. Side, and no, it's not. It can't be pulling out of the top because that would just be dumb. And let's see. Let's say partial request, no. Partial request, no. Partial request, no. Let's just turn off partial requests for all of these, and maybe it will stop sending them the stupid amount of like 2 pieces of dirt at a time, and it should begin to send them the full amount, which would be awesome. Let's see. So it's actually supplying this one, and I think it's not going to stop until it gives it 64, which is kind of cool. Let's see. I don't think any of this is actually working properly, but that's alright. We'll figure it out later. We're just going to go ahead and add this recycler, I'm thinking, because we already have everything set up for it. And we can actually add these 3, and we will have this row completed. But we are going to need some more diamonds in order for us to make some fiber cable. So I think we're going to do that in next episode. This episode, we haven't gotten all that much done, other than getting that antimatter relay. And crap, we're actually going to need another, what is it? We're going to need another supplier pipe, which is no big deal, but it is going to be a pain in the butt to get, so I don't know. Alright, so as you can see, we already almost have another energy collector, and now our energy collectors are actually going to be put to a use. Now, the use we're going to be putting it to is, say, making iron and stuff like that. As you can see, we have our energy condenser here, and what we can do is tell it to make resin, tell it to make some iron, tell it to make all of the things that we're going to need for our actual solar panel making machine. So that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to make all of these energy collectors using UU matter, and from there we're going to be able to add energy collectors as we go. We're going to be able to add relays, we're going to be able to add all that kind of stuff, and that's going to dictate how many solar panels we can actually make at a time. So we're going to be using EE as well as UU matter to make our awesome solar panel making machine, and within 2 or 3 episodes we should actually get this done. I know that it's going to be kind of complicated, but it shouldn't be all that big of an issue because I hope I somewhat know my idea. I don't exactly know. What I'm thinking is we should be able to plop this guy down right about here, and we should be able to tell that to make iron and say this to make copper, and then we're going to have to do redstone and sticky resin and all of that kind of stuff. And we could actually use a Mark 1 for sticky resin if we wanted to, because we can use an extractor like underground, and then we could feed it back up, say right here, and then bring it in, and bring it to about here is where the machine should stop probably. And I'm hoping it's going to stop. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of a nuisance with the doorway being here. Otherwise, we could actually wrap it like this, and we could have another wall and have it kind of like that, which would be pretty cool. But I'm thinking that's how we're going to do it. So we should actually have another collector by now. If not, we should have some UU matter that's about to pass through here. No, we don't, actually. Let's see. We have a stack of scrap, so I'm thinking what we can do is throw that down into our scrap chest down here, because we are running out really quick, and I need to figure out why. In between episodes, I'll figure out why we are running out. I really am baffled by why we are running out, because as you can see, it's just flowing in there really fast. So I, quite frankly, do not know why, but if it continues to happen, I'm just going to have to add a ton more recyclers, which will be no big deal. We're just going to have to expand a little bit, and we should have no issues after that. So I think the addition of the 2 more mass fabs has just thrown it way off, which is really no big deal, because we added them for a reason, and we are going to maintain them just as we were these first 3, as well as the first 1. It doesn't really make a difference. Either way, we're going to get this solar panel making machine done, and we are going to beat Frodo in the solar making competition, or the energy making competition. He can use nuclear reactors, he can use whatever he wants. He can use my setup and ramp it up to be awesome. He can do whatever he wants, I don't really care. It's all fun and games. So, yeah. And yeah, Frodo, you need to go ahead and get your episode out showing how you're going to do it, because I kind of want to see how you're going to be doing it. So, yeah, that'll be awesome. If you guys haven't checked out Frodo2381, please do go ahead and do that. I believe his actual Minecraft username is MinecraftMan2381 on YouTube, but if you actually type in Frodo2381, he will pop up as well. So please go ahead and do that if you guys have not already. And if you guys actually came to see me from him, you guys are awesome, and I'd like to thank you. And I'd like to thank you, Frodo, for keeping me in the YouTube community by wanting or making me want to create these videos. But I believe it is time to wrap up, and I think we're going to go ahead and do it. So if you guys please, or if you guys like what I do, please do hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to me. We're at 140 subscribers, and my goal is within a month and a half, maybe a month, I would love to hit 200 subscribers. That is my main goal, and I'm thinking we're going to do something a little bit special once we hit 200 subscribers. So, as soon as we hit that, you guys are going to be seeing something pretty cool. So, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you like this video, please do hit the like button. And it makes me want to continue making videos. And yeah, so I think that's everything we have today. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, please come next time. So yeah, this has been PGMining10, and I will see you next time. Peace.